Really suck. Good
What?
morning, pre-gamers. Oh, 1 second. This is good.
What are you talking about, man?
I'll tell you in a minute. Remember, I don't want to join that. And I turned this way because you asked me if I had ADD, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I just have my peripheral's pretty good. So I see it flashing. So I was just looking like this, staring, and guess what I can see? That.
Oh, you can't get away from it.
Morning, Claire from Omaha.
Hello from Omaha. Claire,
What?
did you get some bad storms too last night?
Man, what a night. What a night. Or should I say what a hour? It wasn't that long. It didn't feel that long.
I'd say it was about 2 hours.
Was it? Well, I know. The moment when it was intense was about 30 minutes?
Yeah.
And then you got up out of your basements if you were in them. Then you're like, well, I just went to bed after that.
Right. Yeah, that was interesting. I'm watching the dogs over my parents, so I brought them down to the basement with me.
Were they a little wild?
No, they had no clue what was going on.
Yeah.
Got it, Claire?
I think so, but I passed out the moment I hit the bed. Good for you. Morning, Shane. Hope you're all safe. Yeah, you too, man. You too. Morning, Greg. No wild night, man.
Yeah, it might rain during the day, too. Hope you're not playing golf.
Not today, tomorrow. It was wild in the sense that, so I'm not from here, obviously. I've become accustomed to the summer and the storms,
Yeah.
My wife, it's like if you were born and raised here, anywhere around this area, or whatever parts of Nebraska, when that stuff happens, you kind of just go outside and take a peek, right?
Mm-hmm. But it was dark.
It was dark, so you kind of a little eerier. But my wife actually, from where we live, she's like, we should probably go in the basement last night. That made me go, whoa. But we had 2 kids asleep, 1 still awake, dogs, everybody. We got Tanner awake. He was on the couch. I was watching the Sports Center.
I honestly can't remember the last time I went to the basement. Last night was the first time in a very long time. Very long time.
Yeah. So she got us down there. We got down there with Tanner. He was asleep. Immediately got on the basement couch. We turned on the TV to keep watching the stuff. I looked back before he landed, he was back asleep.
He's tired, man.
Oh, out.
How could you be so tired during the summer?
We had these chairs behind her couch. She was up there chilling. I think she was snapping and whatever she was doing. And we watched it move on. We're like, all right, let's go to bed.
Craig said he's got golf league tonight.
Nope. Sign downstairs. Morning.
Adam, what up?
Shane, well, when Midwesterners go outside, not downstairs. Oh boy, first I'm a chicken. First sign of storms and sirens, boy, I got 1 foot down.
I used to be that way, but you do get used to it as the years go on.
1 foot down. It's because it's way different. I grew up with thunderstorms and stuff, right? But the hurricanes are far and few in between. That's just a bunch of wind and rain and losing power kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
Hey, babe. Good morning, Lincoln, Nebraska. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Morning Hookup. Bill Hooks, Will Wilson. Good morning. Hope you're all, as Shane would ask, hope you're all safe from last night. No damage, no water damage, none of that. Everybody's safe and they're dry.
Yeah, I'm currently wringing out my socks from last night.
Oh, wow. What were you doing?
Out, man.
What were you doing?
I'm joking. I don't have water in my socks.
I thought you were playing. You did play darts, so I didn't know if you're still at the bar and
hanging
outside.
Nope.
So I didn't know, but I hope everybody's up and going this morning and having a great start to your Tuesday. And again, that you're safe because those storms came rolling through pretty quick last night. As I can tell you, I was home most of the night, and you could kind of see some stuff working in building. And then my fam went to bed. They kind of were chilling up in the upstairs. I was watching Sports Center. Tanner was asleep on the couch, and then Your phone starts going off. You're like, here we go again.
You have ducks?
I don't know what my phone sounds like. Find the emergency phone.
Your phone sounds like a duck.
Sure. After 8 cocktails, they do sound like that. Whatever.
Yeah, so the phone goes off.
Yeah, then Stace's like, you think we should go downstairs? I'm like, I don't know. You never go downstairs. And she's like, yeah, we should. Because of the area that was being described between like 27th and Old Cheney and Pine Lake and Yankee Hill to 84th, right there. You're like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm staying at my parents watching the dog. So I was kind of in the 70th and
so you're a little more east. You're a little more east of this, where it was like, oh right, this could be. Because I heard you like when you start hearing the name Pioneers Park, Holmes Lake.
I heard Holmes Lake, and that's where I was like,
yes.
all right, I should probably go to the
probably
basement.
should do it. So
yeah,
everybody's safe, man.
And I wasn't gonna get the dogs in the basement unless I had to grab some treats. You know, I had to do that thing where I'm like, hey guys, come on. And they followed me down there, and I was only in the basement for like 5 minutes. I could tell it was kind of dissipating.
Yeah, but you get down there and make that moment. The kids are kind of like there. We got it on TV. We're watching, and so
So I don't know. Were you watching 10-11? I was watching 10-11.
I had Channel 8 on. I don't know. I like Rusty Dawkins. He entertains me.
Yeah, he's good. They're all great.
Yeah, they're all good. They all do. It just happened to go on there.
And I wish
Rusty was doing a great job. By the way, also here between Moats, Boss Man, and Coriel, they did a hell of a job too.
They always do. They always do. But I was confused because the guy on 10-11, and I wish I could remember his name. I can't.
We won't call him out.
No, it's not even a bad thing. But he said there was a confirmed tornado in the Pioneers Park area.
Well,
but like no one's really talking about that.
Yeah, nobody's talking about it. Channel 8, they had the same report. I know where the report came from. Rusty had the same report. And
it was a National Weather Service.
Yes,
yeah.
Same report. Kelly Prada, what's up, my friend? He said, hoping not to head over to Nick's basement today, Hooks. Going to be busy enough. We did that before. Yeah. Boy, I feel for people that maybe have water damage. And like, because it was a lot of rain.
Lots of rain.
They're depending on where you're at in the city. Like I saw anywhere from, I think, South Lincoln-ish, southeast, south over there. I've seen anywhere from 2 to 2.5 the last couple of days. But I've seen reports up like maybe north, northwest, whatever up there, like 4.5 inches.
Yeah.
There's people that were stranded in this stuff and the floods, man. Wow.
Yeah, man, it was nuts. And then you saw there was a picture of some awning at a gas station that fell over.
Somewhere on 40th and Layton, maybe?
Yeah.
Is that rough over there?
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, I hope everybody's up this morning and safe. And, water damage is water damage. Life is life. So I hope everybody is safe on that side. And, water damage can be fixed. There's a lot of great companies.
Apparently, Elijah's roommate had a limb fall on his car and shattered the windshield.
Yikes.
It's not fun.
Not fun. But more rain coming today, so keep your eye in the sky. Keep tuning into these guys over here on KFOR. Is that if anything breaks, they'll be on the air for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, boy, what a day. Back. Mm-hmm. How was darts? You had darts.
Yeah, it was good to get back in darts, man. I haven't played in a few weeks. And we won. We won 4-1.
We won.
I played pretty well. It was a good day.
Good. Yeah. Glad you got it done. So here in a minute. No Brian Munson today. Brian's on vacation. Much needed vacation with the fam. We talked to Brian last week about some recruits and some disappointments last week, but he's on a much needed quiet vacation, getting away before it heats up because we're about 3 weeks away, roughly, a little bit more from Big Ten Media Days. Going on, but we'll have Robin Washut here shortly.
Should I get him now, or when do you want me to do
Let's get him now.
Okay,
let's do it. Robin Washut, and then we'll just go. There's a lot more NBA stuff, more signings that are happening. Klay Thompson's now. I don't know if it's official, but he's made his way reported to a new team. Spider Donovan Mitchell. We'll talk about that, and a whole lot more. Whole lot of you guys. We're gonna give away another pair of Salt Dogs tickets today too. So be listening for that as we play catch up, getting those tickets out. We're efforting Robin Wash. I got to catch up with Robin. He's had a rough run too. Yeah, I'll ask him. He's had a rough run. Just to make sure he's okay.
All right, we got him.
Let's bring on the man, Robin Wash at HuskerOnline.com. Robin, what's good, my friend?
What's happening, fellas?
I feel like I told Will, Mike, it's like a wellness check for Robin Washut. First of all, the one heat time it gets real hot here, the Washut family is without AC. I just want to make sure that you guys are okay, that you made it through with at least a limited amount of arguments as possible, because that's not easy.
we survived. We did a hotel until the technician could get out. And the best part of all is that while we were waiting for the guy to come out and look at it, I was talking with my brother-in-law, who's a real gearhead mechanic and knows a little bit about air conditioning units. And we were kind of explaining what the unit was doing. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's probably your start capacitor. I'm like, all right, whatever that means. Like, I don't know. And he's like, yeah, just go to a store and he gave me a couple stores. Like, just get one. It's like a $20 part, 15-minute fix. All you got to do is pop it in, replace it, put it in, and you're done. And so I was like, all right, cool. So I was like, drove all around Lincoln. Apparently, they just don't sell them. The only way they sell them is to companies like AC companies and whatnot, so that they can use them professionally. So an individual consumer cannot just go to Home Depot or whatever and get one. So I looked on Amazon. There it is, $20 part to get there the next day. And then the guy showed up and he's like, I asked him if he had that part. He's like, yeah, I got it. I was like, all right, fine. So I figured, quick fix. I already had the old one removed. The back panel was taken off. So the guy basically just came in, plugged in the $20 part, did all the tests to make sure it was working right, and was on his way. Hit me with a $350 bill.
Oh, gosh.
Like, what are you going to do? Lesson learned, I guess. But if you can fix it yourself, because those companies just rob you.
So you said you stayed at a hotel for a few days. What is
just one day?
Just one day. Okay.
Yeah, we toughed it out.
I'm curious. What is your favorite part about a hotel? Me personally, it's the bathrooms. What's yours?
What? The bathrooms?
Just in general, the hotel. That's a good question. I've stayed in a few of them. Probably like if they've got a good hotel bar.
Yes.
You can go there and have a drink before you go out and start your night. And it's not just like a pop-up bar, like a Courtyard Marriott, it's an actual sit down bar. That's a good way. Like the Friday night of football games, just stop in the hotel bar while you wait for everybody to get changed and whatnot, have a beer. That's my favorite part of the hotel.
Again, we're speaking to Robin Washut, HuskerOnline.com. Robin, talk a little hoops coming up. Obviously, there's a dead period coming up, but let's talk about the current team. And you're getting word that now Raleigh, man, fully cleared to play. Is he the only one now, or is the team fully healthy, or are there more out there that we don't know about?
Yeah, so with that, I don't even realize why that was news. He's been working out all month. He's been featured in every video Nebraska's put out, doing full basketball activities. It's just John Rothstein decided to follow up and basically got confirmation of what we already knew. So that made the rounds yesterday, but yeah, he's been good to go basically since his arrival. I guess the reason they followed up on it was because he did miss fairly significant time last year to a lower body. I think it was a knee injury, but no worries there. He's good to go. Braden Frager, he's got a wrist injury that he had surgery on, and I don't think he's going to be fully cleared until probably closer to the start of the fall semester. Beyond that, I think everybody is relatively okay. I know Braxton Mia, he had that thumb surgery that he was playing with basically a broken thumb all last year. But they just posted a picture of him. He didn't have anything on his wrist or hand as he was doing a reverse dunk in practice. So I think he's good to go. And so, yeah, everybody's here, accounted for. The only person that's not is Berke Buyunktaşol, who is still over in Turkey training with the Turkish national team, getting ready for the FIBA U20 European Championships. He will get here probably mid-August, probably shortly before the start of the fall semester. So that's kind of where they stand right now. They're wrapping up their kind of small group individual workouts, and I think within the next week or two, they'll do some kind of more practice type stuff where you'll maybe do some more 5-on-5 work and actually start to work in some basic schematic things, that is a little bit beyond what they're doing right now. So trudging away through the off season. Good news is everybody for the most part seems pretty healthy. Berke will be here in August. And like I said, the the workouts are progressing more and more by the day.
You talked about Berkay, how he's, training for FIBA and everything. Apparently he's been doing pretty well, right?
Yeah, so they just had 4 friendlies in preparation for the actual tournament. I think the actual tournament starts up here, gosh, I don't know, next week, maybe next weekend. Anyway, he averaged double figures, including one game where he had a team high 17 points, and Turkey went 4-0 in those friendlies, and they're one of the favorites to win the whole tournament once bracket play actually starts up. So, he's always been really good on that international stage, which is why that draft stock of his was where it was, and why even after struggling last season at UCLA, people still consider him a potential NBA prospect in 2025. So good to see him kind of continue that and be a consistent scorer, because Nebraska's going to need him to be just that when he gets here in the fall.
Robin, when you look at the roster and you look at the newcomers, and we've talked a lot about them, is there a player on there that we're not talking quite enough about yet that could be a complete X factor for this team?
Well, I mean, the front court additions are obviously big with Rink Mass being out. So you're looking at Andrew Morgan, Berkay, Braxton Mia, those guys that are going to have to kind of collectively try to replace everything that Rink did when Rink was arguably their most valuable player with everything that he brought to the table last year. But for me, I think when you talk about X factors, I look at those shooters, because the other significant loss they had this offseason was Casey, and somebody's got to be able to bring that 3-point element. And I think the good news is they have multiple guys that can do it. But if I'm picking one newcomer that is really going to put a lot of that responsibility on his shoulders, it's Connor Esiason, a kid from Wisconsin, who was a double-figure scorer, all Big Ten freshman team 2 years ago. Had a bit of a regression last year, but the thought is that he could really thrive in Nebraska's offense compared to Wisconsin's, which makes a lot of sense. So he's a guy that I would be keeping a close eye on. I think he could be, talk about kind of taking Nebraska's offense to the next level. Like, they've got a lot to replace with their perimeter shooting, and Connor Esiason is going to be at the forefront of that.
Robin, last week, the NBA draft, obviously Casey did not get taken. I think we all kind of knew that was going to happen. But any word on if Summer League is a possibility for him, or is he just going to kind of stick to international duty?
No, he said a while ago he's not going to go through the Summer League, which I guess is kind of notable, but not all that surprising. Just because the Summer League is kind of like your last chance as an undrafted prospect to really make your name. But, as we've known for him, representing Japan is a really, really big deal for him. And so to be a part of the full national team and play on the Olympic stage in Paris this coming summer, I think is one of those things where it just kind of weighed out taking that last chance and making an NBA contract in the Summer League. And I think his hope is that if he plays well enough on that Olympic stage, a 10-day contract or a 2-way contract or something could be in the cards after the Olympics wrap up. And you know what? If they're not, he'll be okay, because I guarantee you he's got comfortable 6-figure contracts waiting for him to play professionally in Japan. And then maybe he can go through the process all over again next off season. But he decided not to go the Summer League route. And a big part of that was just because of how much importance he puts on, playing for Team Japan in the Olympics.
Again, we're speaking to Robin Washut, HuskerOnline.com. Well, Robin, as we get into July now, and obviously there's some dead time coming up, let's play the game. Where's Fred been? Where the coaching staff been, and what have they been looking at?
Well, this last weekend, they were out in Ohio for the Ohio Basketball Coaches Association live event. Saw a handful of prospects out there, mostly a lot of 26 kids. And then July, now that we're into July, technically the month is a dead period with the exception of three more live eval weekends that, they'll be out in full force. I'd imagine they'll probably really zero in on their 25 targets. Obviously the guys that come to mind, Amari Bynum down at Link Prep, Davis Fogel, who's at Compass Prep, Arizona Compass, whatever, down in Phoenix, And then Tommy Anneman, the kid from North Dakota who just transferred to a high school in Minneapolis. Those are probably your top 3 priorities in the 25 class as far as high school prospects go. And in July, in their eval periods, I would imagine that that's kind of who they're really going to focus on. Because once July ends, you start to see guys narrow down their list of schools, start scheduling official visits. Nebraska already has 2 official visits scheduled for September. Amari Bynum is coming for the Colorado game early September, and then Anneman is coming for the whatever game that is on September 20th, I believe, for that weekend. And then Davis Fogel, he visited officially last year for a football game in the fall. No word yet on if he's going to come back for a second official, but we'll see. But like I said, once as we kind of progress through July, that's really where you'll start to see kind of the not just the priority targets for Nebraska, but the realistic options who have enough mutual interest to have Nebraska on their final list and use one of their officials to Lincoln.
Robin, obviously it takes a village to run programs. Who are the people that are behind like the recruiting visits and setting it up and the schedules? Because obviously the coaches are out grinding away, but they do have a team back there that's taking care of the business.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys. And obviously the assistants take on a big part of that. And then Nebraska's staff, they have a guy by the name of Peyton Borders who just took over as a recruiting coordinator. He does kind of like a lot of the logistical stuff of just kind of organizing the visits and the activities while guys are here and all that sort of stuff, as well as kind of formulating who the priority targets are and when the best time to bring them in for Nebraska's schedule and for their schedule. So there's guys like that that kind of put in a lot of that behind the scenes work. But as far as like the day-to-day communication, it's the 3 full-time assistants that take on the lion's share of the work.
Rob, before we get you out of here, last night was kind of an active weather night. Were you basement bound or not? Because my wife is like, from here. You're from the area as well. And last night it was on whatever time it was. She's like, I think we need to go in the basement. When I got that word, I'm like, well, she's serious. She just never does that.
Yeah. We were basically like kind of halfway between the living room and the heading downstairs, just kind of watching. And probably not the smartest thing. We were ready to go downstairs. I was basically waiting for like the wind to really start getting crazy. And our sirens never went off where I live, which was weird. So not sure what that's about, but my phone sure did. So we were ready and just a few steps away from heading that way. But basically the path of that storm, like the rotation, like went right over our house.
Yep.
And thank goodness it stayed up in the clouds, because that's about as close as I've ever experienced that being hit by a tornado, when there's like tornado warning, a confirmed tornado on the ground, like out by Pioneers Park, which is like 10 minutes from my house. It got a little dicey there for a while. So I'm glad we got through unscathed.
Awesome. Well, Robin, man, we appreciate your time as always, my friend. Take care of yourself, and hopefully I'll see you soon.
Sounds good, man. Talk to you later.
Robin, take care. Robin Washut, HuskerOnline.com. Always good stuff to have Robin and hang out with us and talk a little bit of hoops. So let's take a break. When we come back, we'll look at more hoops, NBA, more signings, that and a whole lot more when we return.
You're listening to the Morning Hookup with Bill Hooks and Will Wilson. More coming up.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah, Robin, again, no Brian Munson today. You just get Will and I now.
That's it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. NBA is just like loaded with money. It's crazy.
It is. But I really like one of the signings. What did Adam say? Sarah will be wrangling recruits on the sidelines before football games this year, so she's in the mix too.
What?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Yeah. I'm jealous.
She on staff?
She works in the right, Adam.
Can we go
in
there?
the athletic department? Is
Can we
that
go there?
I think that's
that's the case, we need we're always looking for trusted sources.
Yeah, but you know what she's very good at? Not sharing information that she can't.
It's a great attribute to have.
Very good at
Characteristic.
that.
Very well done.
Yeah, athletic department office in the stadium.
Ooh, if those walls could talk.
Yeah, damn right.
I wish. Can you guys see this stupid thing up here? I have no.
It's been doing this for 2 hours. And by the way, that's not even an active phone line.
If I had to show, there's nothing on our board. There's a
that's
board right here. There's nothing there.
That's what we would see when we were on our old station.
Yeah, up here. Now, if you dial the right number, it'll come up and it'll put right here.
Mm-hmm. Don't you dare forget Salt Dogs tickets today. What?
Come at me today. We're going to talk about more of this.
Yeah, actually, there's a few other things I need to
get off your chest.
I can get off my chest
right,
with you this morning, Mr. Bill Hooks.
Go.
Ernesto says that is the PD's cannon string. By the way, Ernesto, did his package come at all?
Did
you get a package last week?
One, no, and no. Was it supposed to come?
He mentioned something about.
I don't know. I wasn't in the loop on that. And obviously, people like you more in the building than they like me.
I forgot to mention.
When you're here, they bring you stuff.
I forgot to mention I got pulled over on the way home from Minnesota on Saturday.
Great. He said he just mailed it. What were you doing? Speeding?
Yeah, I was speeding.
Did you get the ticket, or did he let you off?
Well, it was a woman.
Sorry, I apologize.
I think she thought I was attractive, so she let me off with a verbal warning. But I was going 13 over.
Oh boy. How was that conversation when she comes to the window?
Well, first she said, "Hi." Well, as I was getting my license out, it ripped in half.
Oh.
So I tried to order a new one yesterday, and they denied my request.
Why?
Because I had to change my mailing address. In order to do that, you have to provide proof of address, and apparently they didn't like my evidence that I provided.
Oh, you just got to go there.
No, I don't want to.
Got it. So she comes to the window.
And she said, license, blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, this is my mom's car. I'm not stealing it or anything. Yep. And she said, how many times have you been pulled over for speeding? And I said, 0.
First time.
I never have. It's my first time.
You can't lie because they're going to go back there and run the plate.
They can see it.
Yeah, they can see everything in your life.
Well, it wasn't even my plate. So,
your license, so they can run
my license,
name.
right? Yeah.
Here's your pop.
So I don't know. I think she knew I was going to Lincoln and I had like 6 hours left. She's like,
you eye? You side eye her?
Side eye? No, I didn't side eye.
Hi.
But
I'm really sorry.
Many people have said that they think she thought I was like cute, and that's why.
Side eyes like this. Hi, how are you? Sorry about that. I just kind of keep up in traffic. Really appreciate you keeping everybody safe.
Oh, jeez, it's weird.
Yeah. Come on.
Welcome back in the morning hookup. Happy Tuesday. Special thanks to Robin Washut at HuskerOnline.com hanging out with us on the morning hookup. All right. So we were on the stream. You didn't hear it. Will's got some bones to pick with me, apparently. Like I've done something.
Well,
I mean, it's nothing worse than doing something you don't know you've done.
You mentioned yesterday that I would need to pick you up this morning from the car dealership. This is something that we've done probably 5 times now.
Yep.
And I have no problem doing it. It's right up the street from
5 minutes from here.
Yeah.
5 minutes, 5 miles, whatever.
Now, this day was different because I'm staying on the south side at my parents' house. So it's kind of an extra long drive.
Mm-hmm.
And
extra long. I do it every morning.
As I pull into the dealership today, I text you that I'm pulling in, and I immediately get a call from you saying, hey, I'll see you at the station. My car is already done.
I apologize. I said, dude, sorry, man.
Which is fine.
They flew through it.
I honestly wasn't mad about that.
What were you mad about?
I was mad about the fact that you said you were going to have coffee.
Did I? That was yesterday.
No, you said.
I did. Can you find the evidence that I said I'd have coffee?
You said you were going to have coffee ready when I picked you up this morning.
I don't think so.
Here's what you said yesterday at 1 o'clock
I
in the
can
afternoon.
wait and have coffee. No, I can wait and have coffee till you get there. I can wait.
Oh, so you can have coffee for yourself, but you're not going to get coffee from me who's coming to
read
pick
that.
you up.
Hey, good thing. Sounds good. Awesome. Appreciate you. I can wait if you don't get there until 9.
How selfish are you?
Very.
To not have coffee for a guy coming to pick you up.
I didn't want to be like, hey, I need you here at 8:30. Like, hey, I can wait, man. I have a cup of coffee.
So not only did I drive out there for no reason, but you also did not have coffee for me.
Wow. And you're driving your mom's car and you're worried about it.
I mean, hey, money's money. Gas is gas. I know I'm probably sounding like a little petty, but
kids these days.
You know what, Mr. Bill Hooks? I think I have full right to do this.
All right, you can do whatever you want. I don't think the people agree with you. Of course, they probably do. They love you. They love Will Wilson.
Ernesto agrees with everything I do.
Yeah, but I don't know about this because I think the number of cups of coffee that I brought might outweigh this one little mishap of a cup of coffee.
Maybe. You maybe have a point there, but I guess it's my fault because I misread the text.
Yeah, now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah. And by the way, as I was driving over, I had a thought to myself, if I get there after 9, I guarantee you the car is going to be ready. I literally thought that. I said, I'm going to pull in and the car is going to be ready.
I had
boom, it happened.
I had little faith based on the fact that dealership, they're really good. And I love going there, but they're always so stinking busy right out of the gate in the morning.
Yeah, but you're Mr. Bill Hooks.
That doesn't matter.
They see you waiting out there like, hey,
that does not matter at all.
Whatever.
I have not bribed them yet.
Anyways,
with gift cards.
I'm glad you got your car figured out.
Boy, also some things that got figured out. A couple more signings in the NBA. Is that actually a phone call?
I think it is. It's about
let's
damn
just
time.
try. Good morning. You're on the morning hookup.
Yes, I agree with everything he does. He walks on water.
I knew it.
Geez,
Thank you. This is why I love this guy.
You gotta be me.
Hey, by the way, Bill, my wife and I went Captain Hooksy Sanders shopping for you yesterday at the swap meet. After work.
Wait, at the what?
Where?
Swap meet, flea market.
Oh.
We have a swap meet that's open every day. So,
very cool. Did you get me anything?
No. Your stuff in the PD's medical device.
He couldn't do it.
Yeah. No, he's not. Hey. He's not lying. He actually is setting Rob like something old people need.
He is not.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the one that's made its way twice to Nebraska and back. But hey, Will, man, you getting out of that ticket, man? I don't hate the player. I hate the game.
Yeah,
baby.
Lessons on that.
Hey, I'm the best. What can I say?
Hey, no doubt. Hey, in the U.S. men's national team, they laid a turd last night, and all the fans are whinging and crying about the referee, and we shouldn't have been in that situation.
Yeah. Do you think Berhalter needs to be fired?
Oh, post haste. He should have actually stepped down. And not only that, when I drove my wife to work this morning, I'm like, it seems like the older teams had less talent, but more panache, more style. They played up to the competition instead of us playing down to them. But I love you guys. And Bill, so wait till you get your care package, buddy.
Oh, let's go.
I'm working on some things for your kids. It has to do with baseball.
Oh, way too nice. You're the man.
All right, Ernesto. We'll talk
Ernesto.
soon. Thanks,
be good, man.
Thanks for taking my side. And surprisingly, it looks like Greg is also taking my side on the stream. He says, I don't agree with everything Will says, but he's right in this case.
In what?
I don't know.
I could go down so many lists of stuff.
But Shane said everyone knows one person who agrees to help a friend, then complains about it. And that's me, I guess. And then Shane also said, have we ever considered couples therapy?
No, I'm not. There's a show that does that thing.
Actually, that's a pretty good idea.
I did that crap this morning.
No, I'm just saying we could bring in a therapist on the show and we could do couples therapy on air.
Which one of you guys volunteer on the stream? You got it.
No, we bring in an actual therapist. We could make it a trade.
Oh, boy.
That's a good idea, I think.
Hey, reports. Let's get on the real stuff here. And we're talking about stuff, okay?
Okay, go.
Report out there now. Boy, we talked about Klay Thompson a little bit yesterday. This NBA stuff is it's incredible. The contracts being signed. Reports out they're not done yet, but sounds like he is set to join the Dallas Mavericks on a 3-year, $50 million deal, according to Woj. Boy, how about that? End of an era, and yeah, it sounds like he's pretty upset about it.
Well, going back to yesterday's show when we brought up that he was interested in the Mavs, you and I both said this is something the Mavs have got to do.
Mm-hmm.
They have got to land this guy, and they did. It's a beautiful signing, a great pickup. It's a big 3 now in Dallas. If they can get another solid big, this team could go back to the finals for sure.
So this will be a sign and trade. The initial holdup right now from being reported is the fact that who and what players will be a part of this whole sign and trade.
Ooh, yikes.
So that's still to be determined as they go through that. Also,
but going back to that, so Clay's not happy with Golden State?
No. He still thinks there's a lot left in the tank. He's ready to go.
Well, it had to happen at some point.
It had to happen at some point. The Golden State has paid so much in luxury tax over the years. It's a lot.
Also, they did what they needed to do. They won 3 finals. Is that right?
3.
3?
Maybe 4. 3. Who cares?
It was 3
they got
or 4.
Enough. They got enough. They did well.
You did what you needed to do.
That group did well.
Yeah.
You know, that group.
And if you're Clay, I mean, you got a chance to win another one at Dallas. I really think that's a finals roster.
They have a chance to add some pieces. Also being reported out there as not too long ago that there was the rumor that Donovan Mitchell wanted to trade and wanted to get out of Cleveland, but something has turned. Sounds like he has now agreed into a max action, man. 3-year, $150.3 million max extension to stay in Cleveland.
Oh boy.
How about that? Also includes a player option in 27 and 28.
Okay. That's pretty fair, I guess.
Yeah. So now if you look at it, minus deals being officially signed, I saw this morning, 11 NBA players. This was this morning on Spot Track. That website Spot Track, as you follow those, all the contracts and all that stuff.
Yep.
11 NBA players have locked in new $100 million plus contracts. Add these two, could be up to 13, maybe 14, up to 15 at some point.
Payroll's just going higher and higher.
And Tatum's going to sign that massive deal, be the largest deal in NBA history.
Yeah, what was that, like a 5-year?
This thing is like, was it 5 for 314?
Yeah, one thing I found interesting about that is you see a lot of 3-year, 4-year deals. You don't see a lot of 5.
Yeah, look at his age, though. How old is he?
Yeah, no, I get it. I understand why they did it. It's interesting to me. What did you think of the Chris Paul signing with the Spurs?
Doing the guy a bone. He's a veteran. He'll come in and help some players.
He's at the point where
they're just throwing him a bone. Like, he'll go out there with a veteran coach, very young team.
Yeah.
Good spot for like a veteran presence to teach the point guards to really work with whoever that guy, I don't even know, whoever the point guard is, to learn how to work with Wembanyama and the new guys they got. So it's a good space for him with less pressure.
He's kind of pulling the Derrick Rose right now, where like you're right. You take any bone that's given to you.
Yeah.
Especially and I think he's going to go to anybody who's given him the most money. Like, would I pay $11 million for him? Probably not. Was he really that impressive for Golden State last season? No. But if you have, like, you're right. If you have a young team and you want to grow them, you got to get some leadership in there, some veteran leadership, and for that reason, it's a decent
signing on that. It's $11 million in the grand scheme of things, and everybody like, well, it's $11 million. You look at these guys and the other contracts are getting signed, $11 million for a veteran presence with no pressure.
Yeah, and it's not like they're over the payroll or anything.
Yeah. A lot of interesting stuff as you look through some of these teams and the movement. It's like, what does Golden State look like without Klay Thompson? You look at the future. What's the next piece of that to keep that? Because they're not getting any younger either. Steph, Draymond, Wiggins still out there. They're not getting younger, right? And also, you look at teams like the Clippers. What does that look like now without Paul George?
I still think the Clippers are in good shape. I think even maybe getting rid of a guy like that. I mean, that's so many possibilities. You were able to sign Harden.
Yep. You still got Kawhi.
Yep.
They're going to be jumping their new arena at some point too, aren't they?
Yeah, pretty soon. Who's that big guy? Zubac.
Yeah.
For the Clippers. I think that's his name, Zubac. And then they signed Nicholas Batum, who is also kind of the sloppy seconds of the NBA. So anyways.
Just a lot of massive deals, man. It's super interesting to see, again, 11 at this point have signed official deals. with $100+ million in the bank.
Going back to what we talked about with couples therapy, Shane said he's watched enough Dr. Phil. He thinks he could do it.
Come on, Shane.
That'd be fun.
I'm in.
But you and I are fine though. We don't necessarily need couples therapy.
I don't know yet.
You're such a baby.
I don't know. I mean, I had other people call me out off a picture I sent.
That's right.
It had me on a radio show.
And I don't know if he saw this yet, but
on a radio show.
On the Facebook post of our show, Nick Gregath actually commented on it and called you Benedict Hooks.
Oh, this is ridiculous. See, this is so... Should we take a break and I'll come back and tell the story? You may tell the story.
Yeah, let's take a break.
By the way, hey, when we go to break, we're going to give away Salt Dolls tickets. I think that's the appropriate thing for us to do right now. Kids number, let's go 8. Caller 8.
Okay.
You all right with that?
Caller
402-489-1240. Call right now. Caller 8, 402-489-1240 for a chance to wear a pair of Salt Dolls tickets.
You're listening to The Morning Hookup with Bill Hooks and Will Wilson. More coming up.
Caller 1, caller 2, caller 3. Light it up, light it up. Ah, boy. Get him, Will. Call back. Will, you're lying. You know if they call back caller 7, they can't win. Yuck! What? Greg. Funny man. Hey, Kelly. I feel a setup coming. I can't hear anything he's saying, but I feel like there's a setup coming. Again, reminding everyone, tomorrow is our last show of the week. We'll be gone Thursday and Friday this week. So let you guys know. Reminder. We get to end our week with Henry T. Buchanan. That'll be a lot of fun. You're setting me up, Will. I don't like any bit of this. I don't know what's happening, but I don't like any bit of it.
What?
When I hear you say stay on hold.
Well, it's
stay on hold.
We have topics that some people want to talk to us about. That's what's doing a radio show.
Let's go.
That's part of it.
Let's go. We can talk. We come back. By the way, Huskers got some. Unfortunately, we don't have Brian Muntz. I'm glad he's getting a chance to go on vacation. But man, they got some commits.
Shane apparently was callers. What was that? 1, 2, 4, and 7.
Oh my God! What? Oh my God! What is Greg doing? He said sloppy seconds. Rob wants to see you in his office.
Oh God, Greg, relax.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Rob never listens to the show, so we could really say whatever we want.
It's always like that one time when we do that.
He's listening.
That's what you hear down the hallway. Okay.
Rob and I kind of have the same sense of humor, so I think it'd be okay with it. Oh, by the way, Mom and Dad are in Louisville, and Dad's at Churchill Downs today doing a tour.
Oh man, that'll be cool. How was his Maker's Mark tour?
Good. He got to make his own bottle.
I know, that's
cool.
with
the wax.
Yeah, the whole thing. That's cool. Church Downs would be cool. He needs to hit the Bat Factory if he can.
Yeah, that
It's
sounds
just
interesting.
cool
I
because you
would
can
want to
do the
that.
same thing. You can make your own bat with your name on it. All that.
Huh.
Do all that there. Custom bat, custom woods.
That'd be cool.
Pretty cool.
I've always wanted to swing a wood bat and never have.
The boys get a chance, like the last couple of years, to be in a couple wood bat tournaments. Really cool. Like, Ty has.
They doing that again?
They did 2 this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Welcome back in the morning hookup. I don't know what's going on, but I did hear 2 things. Kelly, stay on the line.
Yes.
So it's got to be the best wingback ever to play in this state, in this university. Our good friend, who's out and about, by the way, he's going to be really busy coming up at all this rain. So, Kelly, what's up, my friend?
I actually will have a lot of wet socks, unlike Will saying he has wet socks.
We've done that together. Hey, we've done that together before.
That's right. We saved Nick. We saved Nick from his wife murdering him. So,
which that's a hard job every day.
It's Scout Team All-American, not best
Scout
wingback
Team.
ever.
No,
Scout Team All-American.
Not on this show.
Not on our show.
So, no, I was going to kind of blast Will, but since I won the Salt Dogs tickets, I don't know if I should. But
yes, you got the tickets.
You were getting picked on. Let's see, Nick's picking on you. Will's picking on you. I said, that reminds me of my boys. They need the cars taken in. They need Dad to go get them right away like that. And then us old guys need one thing, and it's like a miracle of God that they did it for us, right?
Exactly. You get me. We get each other.
I understand.
Yeah. Us old guys got to stick together once in a while.
That's right. That's right.
Well, Kelly, we appreciate you, man. Enjoy the
brother.
Salt Dogs game, all right?
Yep. Keep up the good work, fellas. I got to go back and put carpet back together now. So,
Kelly, you're the man, bro. I appreciate it.
Thanks for entertaining me each morning. I appreciate it.
Oh, thanks. That's really nice. Thanks, Kelly. Good stuff there, Kelly. Pretty man. Always good stuff with him. So yeah, I've been picked on. I have, before we get to all this thing. So again, you know this. I occasionally go have a cocktail, right? So yes,
occasionally.
And sometimes I'm like, I don't. Yesterday was an open day, so I went and met a friend, Nick Gregeth, and 2 of his buddies. And so the word got out that he and these other 2 guys, when they get together, like I kept hearing the stories. Their wives are like, well, they're going to be out till 4 a.m. So I went and I took a picture up like this, took a picture, sent it to Nick's wife and said, hey, no worries. The adult in the room is going to chaperone these 3. Simple. That was it. And she texts back within minutes going, haha, thanks. Does Nick have a mullet? Question mark, exclamation.
Wow. So you exposed him to his wife.
Apparently, it's now my fault.
Well, it is your fault.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
So then he had the audacity. What was his tweet? His X thing, whatever he did.
Yeah, he said something about you throwing him down a river.
Yeah, sold me down the river.
Sold you down the That's what he accused you of doing.
I get that. And then we're talking about couples therapy.
Yes.
Guess what I agreed to this morning?
Couples therapy.
Yeah.
No, over on Kicks.
Well, it wasn't the actual couples therapy segment, but it felt like it.
Oh.
So I was on Kicks this morning calling him out. I called him a jabroni.
That's funny because that's his word.
That's his word. I said, here I am at the bar with a couple of jabronis.
Wow. So I can't believe I'm doing this, Hooks.
Yep.
I'm actually taking Nick's side on this.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Because
we definitely, and I agree on that. So get the Wicked Witch of the West Wing there to be the arbitrator relationship. She was wandering around Lincoln on her broom last night.
Here's why I'm siding with Nick is when you boil it down, you did expose him to his wife.
Yeah, but he thought it was funny when he got it. He thought it was funny. He's like, oh, that's really funny, Hooks. Good job. Then she responds, he helped pick out the gift to send back to her.
Okay, so he wasn't really mad.
Well, I don't know. Calling me Benedict Arnold Hooks.
That's what he called you.
Yes,
Benedict
on
Hooks.
the air today, too.
Yeah, he called you Benedict Hooks.
On the air today.
You have a situation on your hands, my friend.
I told him I'm that guy, though, but I said, don't forget, I have a voicemail from 4 years ago.
Well, also, on another hand, the mullet's an interesting choice for Nick Greggett there.
Yeah, he's taking this youth coaching thing way too far.
Yeah, well, apparently he used to have long hair back in the day.
Yeah.
So he's going back to it, I guess.
Apparently. But yeah, it's a bad look now.
Wow. Well, I'm sorry.
This is him probably trying to call the ESPN line. He forgot that we don't use that anymore.
Yeah, that is probably him. Yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't even know.
He'd probably text us if that was him. What did Ernesto say? Rob would send a telegram by Wells Fargo Express
for the meeting invites.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh my
God. It was kind of a big deal. I know we don't talk a lot about soccer, but
I will let you all sit back.
Last night was kind of a big deal.
So catch me up on, again, I'm not whatever. I don't watch soccer.
Yeah.
Right. I'll watch the World Cup. It's kind of fun. It's USA. Yada, yada. I get that. But talk to me about what the tournament they were in and what it meant for does it mean anything for the Olympics?
Not for no.
Or these are just matches, tune-ups.
Now, I'm not going to think. I
don't know.
I'm not going to act like I know everything too.
Because I don't know.
Ernesto, if you hear anything wrong, let us know. As far as I'm concerned, this is just like a tournament for North America and South American teams. You know how the Euros are going on right now?
Yeah.
That's Europe teams having their own kind of tournament.
Okay, got it.
And so this is similar, but it's just Copa America. So North, South America, Canada, all those teams.
Gotcha.
And we lost, and we are eliminated. We lost to Uruguay.
Is it bad? I mean, it's bad to lose. It's a bad look. But you're not going to fire a coach like you're saying, should we fire this guy? You're not doing that leading up to the Olympics, are you?
I think they would.
Really?
Because
you're like, I don't know, 25 days away. Like something like that didn't start like July 26th.
For what? The Olympics?
The Olympics themselves.
Now, I could be wrong on this. I don't think a lot of these players play in the Olympics.
I don't know.
I think it's kind of a different level of players that play. I could be wrong.
You guys tell me. I'm interested because I'm super interested in the Olympics. No doubt. I love watching the Olympics. Are fun.
We should have a dedicated Olympic segment every day.
Oh, we will. We will coming up July 25th. It looks like. I'm looking for soccer. Golf starts August 1st, by the way. I just passed it. It's Olympics.com. They got a whole schedule thing.
But, you're asking if we should fire the guy. He's been on thin ice for the past few years. Remember
football. Sorry, I was looking for soccer. I found football.
It's football.
But it's not spelled that way. It's spelled football. July 24th. Medal rounds look like they're August 8, 9, and 10. We got a little medal thing.
Yeah, I get it.
So they kick up July.
I don't even know if Greg coaches this Olympic team. It's kind of a different thing if I'm correct. But remember Greg Berhalter there was that story about him kicking his wife many years ago, and he almost lost his job over that. I don't know. I think the expectations were we should do well in this tournament, and we clearly didn't. So I wouldn't be surprised if they let him go.
I just didn't know. I was just trying to figure out the rhyme or reason on how this works.
They should hire them if they were supposed to hire the most American athlete of all time. Who would they hire? Michael Phelps
to coach?
Yeah. Bruce Jenner. Oh, I mean,
God, I was gonna say that. You too.
Yeah, I'd say Michael Phelps.
Carl Lewis.
That's a good one.
Jesse Owens.
Mary
Lou Retton.
Who?
Mary Lou Retton. Look her up. Gymnastics, women's.
Okay.
Simone Biles. Third Olympic. She's amazing. How about that?
Michael Jordan.
Played one Olympics.
Well, he was part of the dream team.
Played one Olympics.
That's about
one time.
Kate Ledecky.
Yeah, maybe.
So, yeah, that happened last night. Kind of a big deal.
So, all right. Should we rock some stories that we missed?
Jay Downey said, if you're going to have an Olympic segment, you'll need that extra hour back from the Creighton Homers. That is correct. What a guy.
Wow, what a guy. Yeah, I know.
God, he could not be more right.
I know. It's going to be tough for us to get all that in.
Yeah.
Olympic segments, because we got to have one.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about it daily.
Definitely. All right, let's get to stories.
Get stories.
The stories we miss. The Morning Hookup.
you see this? I'm so interested in this kind of stuff. There's another lawsuit over the NIL.
Oh, really?
Using March Madness promos coming up. 16 former men's college players, including, and listen to some of these names. Look how far they go back, by the way. Mario Chalmers, Sharon Collins, Ryan Boatwright, Jason Terry, Arizona. They have sued the NCAA in multiple conferences for unauthorized use of their name, image, and likeness in March Madness highlights. We all remember, probably of that group, Mario Chalmers hit that three.
With Kansas, right?
Yeah, it was Kansas. They beat Memphis in that thing. They use that a lot. So It says right here, class action lawsuit was filed Monday in U.S. District Court in Southern District of New York. They include the conferences they're suing: Big East, Pac-12, Big 10, Big 12, SC, ACC, and the Turner Sports Interactive.
Wow. Huh. So they want to get paid.
Nothing. They want to get paid. They've been paid nothing by the NCAA or its partners for their name, image, and likeness and promoting and monetizing March Madness.
I'm no lawyer, but I think they might have a case.
They might. Well, in these days, yes.
It's weird, though, because they're not in college.
There's a ton of other players, too, by the way. Because also on June 10th, 10 members of the 1983 NC State men's basketball team sued the NCAA and the college licensing company in Wake County for unauthorized use of name, image, and likeness, as well known as the Cardiac Pack.
The Cardiac Pack.
Yeah, they big time upset when Jim Valvano and that team defeated Houston on the Lorenzo Charles dunk in the final seconds.
That's right.
They've also filed a suit back on June 10th.
Wow. That's interesting.
Back pay.
They might have case.
Back pay.
Let's see what else we got. Apparently the Detroit Tigers radio announcer is off air for after being accused of sexual abuse. That's never fun. What else? The Warriors are planning to retire Klay Thompson's number 11.
Good. I just saw this. They put out apparently they're talking about why Aaron Rodgers, again, he missed the mandatory minicamp.
Mm-hmm.
And they called it unexcused. Apparently, the former, Packer and now Jet, I believe that the Jets all-season program will be complete by the end of. He flew to Egypt.
He did?
Yeah. Personal event of importance.
What? Would you go to Egypt?
I don't know, but apparently a lot of the Jets players have indicated they have zero issue with Rodgers missing a mini camp. He's fully expected to be back coming up July 18th.
It looks like we got a scam comment on our
let's see here.
On our chat. We're not even gonna read it out loud. But let's just hope you get better.
Whatever.
I'm gonna block them.
Yep.
So we're about to end the show.
J Dad, I'm a man of the people and want the extra hour, but yes, you are. Make sure you see Ernesto.
Ernesto.
Make sure you see DDT.
Listen, even if it was real, even if the person was real, we hope you get better, but don't use our show.
Yeah, leave us out of this. We can't help you.
Yeah.
We can't help you.
That's not why we're here.
You said before we end the show, you had something to say? Tomorrow's our last day. I keep telling people that. Tomorrow's our last day this week.
Yeah.
We're going to end on a great note together and with Henry T. Buchanan.
Yes.
You know what we'll do? We're going to move up Ask Will Anything, too, because we're going to do that tomorrow.
Ooh, fun.
Because you're back. There's a lot of stuff we can ask you as we come back from your vacation.
All right. I love it.
All right. So you guys have a great Tuesday. Keep your eye in the sky. More rain possibly coming. Just be safe. Be careful.
See you later, Benedict Hooks.
Oh, my gosh. Catch you on a hump day.